Fab Lab Winam, which is based Fab Lab Winam, which is Kisumu, Kenya, that is in western part of Kenya in Africa, that is in East Africa. And of course, I am a graduate of Fab Academy 2016. And currently we are doing a number of activities, but we have some interest in crafts. And of course, in the past global conferences where I have attended, I have always met Walter. He has shared with us a number of things. I have a cloth which has been shown using the I think the loom. I have one at home. Gave to me. So I am glad to be part of this meeting today, and I want us to have more conversation on how best we can collaborate.
Bueno, Martín es del Fab Lab Academy que empezó el 2016 y los conocí a ustedes en el Global Conference de Fab Labs. Y también tiene el telar de usted, arquitecto, el LUM, y ya está muy contento de haberse reunido en esta conversación con todos nosotros.
Sí, pues mientras se suma Luis Camacho de México, vamos a hacer una pequeña presentación y también nos gustaría que seguidamente Nelly nos acompañe con la bienvenida y compartirle, ¿no? lo del proyecto que estamos realizando del nuevo libro y que también queremos que participe Martín. No sé si le puedes traducir eso.
Now we're going to have a little presentation. Also, we are gonna comment the book that we are making right now, and we are glad to have you in this book too, because we are having a lot of fab makers in this book, and so this is important because we are having from all parts of the world in this book.
All right.
Perfecto. Richard, vamos a darle pase a Luis Camacho, que nos está, él sí, tú sí hablas inglés, ¿no, Luis? Para que nos presentes bueno, le demos la bienvenida pues a Martín, que le estamos integrando pues al grupo Fabcraft para poder trabajar de pronto en la publicación del libro, que nos acompañe con un capítulo. No sé si se le puede hacer la invitación, Luis. Después,
sí, claro.
A ver.
Claro, Walter. Hi, Martin. How are you? My name is Luis Camacho. I'm from Mexico. Well, this year we will be writing a new book, and Walter is inviting us to participate in this new edition, and he's telling me that he will be very happy if you can participate with writing a chapter for this book, because he thinks that the experience that you may have within your context will be very interesting and valuable for this book. Thanks to Walter's invitation, I participated twice. Well, in the last book, in with two chapters in the previous book and one before it, and I can tell you that it's a very, very good experience. And all the authors or the co-authors of this book may have different point of views. However, those point of views help you to have a better understanding of what's happening, at least in Latin America. And if we have the chance to add the experience that you may have in Africa, that will be amazing, because we will start having this connection between cultures, not just in Latin America, but in other places abroad, no, in other continents. And we believe that that's part of the idea of the FabLab network, to start connecting. And it's really nice to have you here, to have the chance to meet you and to talk to you, to have this small chat so we can know each other better.
All right. Thank you so much. Actually, I want to express my gratitude so much because let me say, this is the first day I have seen Walter very serious. All along, I have been seeing him smiling and happy. So this is the first time I'm seeing him very serious. Regarding the culture contribution to the book on culture, I think this is one of the best things to happen, because at personal level, I had been thinking that there are a lot of cultures which are dying off. There are things that a lot of crafts that the old people used to do, and they are currently dying off. And there should be a way in which we capture them. And this is the best way that we can capture them, and we make sure that they can continue. And I'll be very glad to take part in this. Thank you.
Perfecto, perfecto. A ver, ¿quién me lo traduce? Richard, a ver, para Richard, quiero que vayas armando un texto en el que tú y Carol que le van a apoyar en el armado de su capítulo, pero quisiera saber qué es lo que ha dicho antes de continuar. No sé, Camacho, Richard, ¿cómo? A ver.
Bueno,
a ver, Richard, a ver tú. Sí,
normalmente las conversaciones que él tiene en este tipo de reuniones son bastante serias, ¿no? Pero en estas reuniones como que todos estamos sonriendo así.
Sí.
Y por eso le parece muy, muy bonito.
Sí. Está bien. Bueno, dile que... Bueno, ¿qué dijo? Ya bueno, ahora para que su contribución, como él dice en el libro, también, no sé si Richard, tú nos puedes apoyar para facilitarle toda la data, ¿no? Y también, Carol, si se puede presentar, Carol, ¿estás ahí? Un ratito para que, de manera breve, ¿no? Si en inglés puedes, o que te lo traduzca Richard, no sé.
¿Presentarme?
Que vas a trabajar con él en su capítulo de libro. Aló.
Ya. Bueno, mucho gusto ante todo. Bueno, soy Carol Camarena y soy parte del equipo del grupo de investigación. Y bueno, ahora estamos pues trabajando para lo del libro y bueno, estoy muy emocionada de trabajar pues con él, ¿no?
Richard, a ver si lo traduce.
I'm Carol Camarena. I'm part of this group of research, and I'm glad to work with you. And I'm looking for improve this part of your chapter. El arquitecto también dijo que es muy importante ver todos estos puntos de vista alrededor del mundo.
¿Del qué? ¿Puedes repetir?
Lo que dijo Martín es que estaba muy emocionado porque es muy importante ver y capturar todos estos puntos de vista alrededor del mundo.
Bien, sí, más bien quiero que Nelly le comparta de manera breve su experiencia en el libro y de lo que vamos haciendo. Y también, no sé, después, Luis, si nos compartes también tu experiencia del libro y cómo vamos. Y no sé, la idea es que él se lleve una impresión de cómo está el pulso del libro, ¿no? Que es algo dinámico, es algo, no sé. A ver, primero empezamos con Nelly, a ver, Nelly, a ver si tienes para compartir pantalla o lo hablas nada más y te lo traduce Richard.
Martin, now we are going to listen to Nelly because she's gonna share her experience in the past books and.
Sí, yo creo que podría explicarle, voy a abrir ahorita mi página, ¿ya? Para que él vea lo que estamos haciendo como con la artesanía digital. En un momentito.
In Mexico, we have a lot of important heritage around handicrafts and how these objects represent different cultures that are in the whole territory, in the entire country. And I made a small research, and I found that many of those handicrafts are a mixture of ancient ancient symbols of different traditions, but another part of these handicrafts come from abroad, like from Europe or Asia. And that's quite interesting because without the part of that came from other countries, the cultural heritage that we have right now may not exist. So if we say that we completely own this heritage, I believe that might be a misconception, because we have taken part of other cultures and apply it to this or to different cultures in Mexico. So it's like finding the mixture and the right balance between what's from this territory and what came from abroad, and believing that handicrafts and the cultural the transmission of different cultural symbols or different symbols are part of our human nature, and believing that there is an intellectual property among these handicrafts and cultural worlds, or this how to tell that, to say it, believing that somebody owns those symbols is not the right, in my opinion, is not the right way to see this. We may own some part of that, but we have to be sure that we share part of these developments. So in the handicrafts, you know, so I start my chapter tries to make this question. So who owns the cultural heritage of handicrafts? And I believe that the answer is nobody. The answer is many people, many cultures owns that cultural heritage, and we have to share it, and we have to develop it and to make it evolve in different branches, so different expressions may happen. So right now it's just a draft, because actually most of the chapters that many people are actually working on are drafts. We haven't finished yet, but this is part of the idea of my chapter. There are many others that talk about many other topics around intellectual property, but focusing on different things. In my case, I try to ask who owns the cultural heritage, and knowing that each cultural heritage has or all of them have different, you know, like different mixtures and sources of inspiration and development through the years. So right now is a little bit difficult to express in a concrete way, but I hope that this might that this explanation has show you a little bit of what I'm doing right now, and what is happening, or what this book will be about. I don't know if you have any question or comment about this.
Actually,
Martin.
I don't have a question, but you just made my mind to really think around the cultural products that we have here, and I'm really thinking of some of the cultural, let's say, traditional musical instruments which we believe belong to this community. And with your explanation, it brings to me that a lot of cultural products that we have are as a contribution of different people, different factors, which have made them be the way they are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the cultures are a mixture and contributions from different people, different groups, you know, and that's the interesting thing. That's the emotional thing about this, that it's humanity evolving through the years. And another point that I picked to explain in my chapter is that this evolution has happened since thousands of years. However, right now, the technology that we have and the fast communication that we have right now is happening even faster. Than right now is the moment that we can share so much information right now, more information that have ever been possible before. So it's the moment that sharing information, in the information that is shared in just one day is the amount of information that maybe was shared in 5 or 10 years, like 50 years ago, maybe. It's crazy. So we may thinking about the evolution of cultures with this capacity to share is the point that I want that is like the final point of my chapter, like thinking about how cultures will evolve in the next years, and how sharing cultures around the world through this technology may affect all of us, and how we have to share that, how we have to enter into the mindset that evolving in the cultural heritage is, and sharing it is part of our nature in some way, you know, in some way.
And with that, your presentation, is there a possibility of preserving a culture? Especially that the sharing is now so fast, and so one person can travel and see 5 different cultures and mix them up and come up with something else. And so not one particular community can say that this is ours, because it has different combinations.
Exactly. So that leads to another debate, but I'm not working on that right now. But it's like,
yeah,
if cultures are evolving and changing so fast, people might feel that they don't belong to something, because, you know, that might lead to other issues or problems, or maybe not. You know, it's like maybe we will be evolving with this, or maybe some people will feel won't feel like okay with that. So it's just an exploration, but I believe that we have to start talking about those topics, because if we don't, we have the risk that this cultural transmission might not be the best, well, might not work as expected. So it's an exploration, and it's part of what I'm talking about. Some other authors are working on specific things about their communities, and other topics about how some specific communities have evolved. But well, it's a very, this book has the quality, or will have the quality, that a lot of points of view are shown on it. So you can think about the topic around this inspiration of intellectual property on heritage and handicrafts in your context, but you can start developing a topic that that I don't know might touch some other points that are important in your context and what your community thinks about cultural heritage and the handicrafts. And I don't know, it's an open opportunity to express a lot of things, I believe.
Sure.
So I have to say goodbye right now because I have to go. But it was really nice to meet you, Martin. I hope we can keep in touch, yes. And we can have another video chat, or maybe we can have some emails. I will ask Walter for your email so we can be in touch. And really nice to meet you, Martin.
I'm glad to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Walter, ya me tengo que ir. Si quieren les comento qué fue lo que le dije rápidamente.
Luis, muchas gracias, un tremendo abrazo y ya estamos en contacto. Entonces, muchas gracias. Chao, Luis.
Muchas gracias, Walter. Un abrazo a todos.
Hablamos. Sí, ya.
Chao.
Gracias, te veo. Chao.